Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and
now a handoff here to his running back. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that'll be good enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. Looking outside, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Colin Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time a 6-play drive.
Makes the score Nighthawks 28, 49ers 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Intended for Travis Fulgham. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, and it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. And that NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one over the middle, complete to Fulgham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Now a quick slam as the throw is complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good. 4.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
Third down.
As they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.